kind of wanted to talk about the state of gaming right now, and I was having a conversation with one of my friends about how how it seems like developers are only after money, and the topic of discussion was Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. And if you're not familiar with the game, it's Dragon Ball Z with a different story mode with an alternate timeline. And I had brought up to my friend how it doesn't make sense that the game released, I think, in February, and they've already had two DLC packs, and a third one coming in like the next few weeks. And the reason it didn't make sense to me was it's like how okay, usually DLC is downloadable content that's supposed to extend the life of the game. And with these DLC packs, you got like an extra piece of the story mode, a few new characters, nothing major. My friend has both of the DLC packs because he has a season pass, and it doesn't make sense that you have DLC with that goes like with Grand Theft Auto 4, and it's like okay, those DLC packs were an entire story mode themselves, and now you see a lot of DLC that just it literally releases with the game, and it's just like, what's the point of that? It's like, it's just stuff that you left off of the initial game, and it seems like we get bits and pieces of games, and it seems like developers are more worried about making downloadable content that can give them extra money instead of releasing a full game. And I was telling my friend that I probably won't buy the new Star Wars game because I watched the conference and I was looking at a I believe it was a photo of what came on Battlefront 2 that came out in 2005, and what's coming on Battlefront, the one that comes out in I believe it's November or December of this year. And it was just showing how there was it was a huge difference in content versus a game that came out in 2005 that had a lot of maps, a lot of different modes, it had a wide variety. And, the new game that's going to come out is going to have already planned DLC, and it has a few maps. And I think, I think they really lost a lot of people who are interested in the game. I know me personally, it really hit me. I can't speak for everyone else, but I don't know if I was watching a video of Review Tech USA, and he was, talking about, that's really going to kill a lot of people's want for that game. And, it really didn't make a lot of sense because even myself, before I even watched the video, I was like, I'm definitely not buying that game because it seems like it's going to be rushed out to come out alongside the movie. And it's going to be just a shell of what it once was. And, the point of the video is just, it's really frustrating being a gamer in 2015 when it comes to AAA titles, these big name games, because it's like they aren't, they aren't complete. Now, you go to indie games and things like that, and it's like those games, you can feel the passion from the developer. You can feel the hard work, and it seems like, games today are just thrown together, and it's just it shows. When you have games that come out like Assassin's Creed, Destiny, what's the other one? Watch Dogs. It's like these games have a lot of hype, but they don't have any. They're not good. And some people might think those games are good, and that's perfectly fine. But compared to how games used to be back, in the early, maybe 10 years ago, it would just seemed a lot different, and I don't know, it just I don't know if anybody else feels the way I do, but I just feel like the gaming industry when it comes to AAA titles is really just kind of crashing down on itself because people are really starting to lose faith in these AAA titles. And with YouTube, you can see kind of, I'm not gonna say you can tell exactly what a game is gonna be when it releases, but you can kind of see what that game is gonna have and what's gonna be the premise of it when it comes to story mode and online multiplayer. So I don't know, if just if you agree with what I'm saying, you have answers, feel free to leave a comment, and and I would definitely chop it up with you and see how you feel about it, and discuss different things. But that's it. Thanks.